What if owning a home in Toronto was never meant for everyone? We are told the problem is interest rates, foreign buyers, or a lack of supply. But the data reveals a different story, the creation of permanent renter class. We are watching the dream of middle-class home ownership die. This is the story of how Toronto is becoming a city of landlords and serfs. In case you are thinking, what is the meaning of serfs? Serfs mean modern individuals heavily burdened by debt, taxes, and do not own their property. The line that divides people in Toronto and across Canada isn't about what you earn anymore. It's about what you own. And the gap between property owners and everyone else has become an unbridgeable canyon. Think about this. For Canadians under the age of 35, the median net worth of a homeowner is around $400,000. For a renter of the same age, it's about $25,000. That's not a gap. It's a completely different economic universe. But the truly mind-blowing picture emerges when you look at those nearing retirement. Among Canadians aged 55 to 64, homeowners have a median net worth of over $1 million. Renters in the same age bracket, their median net worth is stuck around $50,000. That's about 20 times to 1 difference in wealth. This wasn't an accident. It's what happens when the system turns housing from a basic need into the primary way of building wealth. Your financial destiny in the city is no longer decided by your job or your ambition. It's decided by one brutal question. Do you or do your parents own a property? If the answer is no, you are on a fast track of becoming a permanent economic underclass. You are becoming a serf in the city of landlords. For generations, there was a deal. Work hard, save your money, and you can buy a home. That deal is broken. The math just doesn't add up anymore. As of early 2026, the average price of a home in Toronto is floating around the $1 million mark. Now, let's talk about what people actually make. Ontario's minimum wage is about $17.20 an hour, which works out to roughly $35,000 a year before taxes. The living wage that you actually need to get by in GTA is estimated to be almost $26 an hour. The average salary for an individual in Toronto is around $70,000. The numbers are completely disconnected. Between 1976 and 2022, a span of nearly 50 years, real income in Toronto creeped up about 15%. In the same time, real home prices, after accounting for inflation, exploded by over 500%. Your salary is taking the stairs while the price of a home took the rocket ship. You just can't climb fast enough. This isn't a temporary blip. It's a total decoupling of the wage from the cost of having a roof over your head. The very thing that makes one class wealthy is the same thing that's crushing the financial future of the other. So if regular people can't afford to buy, who can? Simple, the people who already own a property. Wealth in Canada is getting dangerously concentrated. The top 20% of households now control nearly 67% of all net worth. The bottom 40% of households, they only hold 3% of the national's wealth. That's not a typo. This wealth concentration spills directly into the housing market. Investors, meaning corporations and people who own multiple properties, now own more than a quarter of all homes in Ontario. In some Toronto neighborhoods, it's even more extreme. Families trying to buy their first home find themselves completely locked out. This creates a feedback loop and gets worse every year. Those who are locked out have no choice but to rent from the investor class, paying down the mortgages of the rich and funding the growth of their real estate empires. You're not just a tenant, you're a revenue stream. The system is also defunded by walls designed to keep these two classes separate. First up, the down payment, the great filter of our time. Let's say you are aiming for an entry-level condo in Toronto for around $600,000. A 20% down payment is $120,000. If you are a couple making a combined income of $120,000 a year, how long does it take to save that? After taxes and paying rent, you live like a monk, you might save $1,500 a month. That's a 7-year journey of sacrifice, all while hoping that the condo price doesn't just climb higher. By the time you reach there, the finish line has also moved again. This has created the second barrier, the bank of mom and dad. Recent study shows that nearly 40% of first-time buyers can only get into the market because of their family gave them money. In a city like Toronto, the average gift is over $100,000. This isn't just a helping hand. It turned the housing market into a system of inherited privilege. If your parents are homeowners, you have a shot. If they are renters, your chances are next to zero. And finally, you have the stress test. It was sold as a safety measure, but it really does shrink is the number of people who can qualify for a mortgage at all, protecting the asset value of those who are already in the club. If this story feels familiar, if you feel like you're on the outside looking in, you're not alone. This isn't just a niche issue. It's a defining social crisis of our time. So if we stay at this path, what does Toronto look like in 20 years? It looks like a city split clearly in two. There will be landlord class who own multiple homes, living off appreciating assets and rental income. Their wealth will grow on its own, and they'll pass that privilege down to their kids, creating a property dynasty. And when there's everyone else, the serfs, a permanent majority of renters whose paycheck go toward paying the mortgage of the landlords. They will have zero access to the single greatest wealth building tool of the past century. Their ability to move up in society will be capped. Sure, rents might cool off for a year or two. Here and there, vacancies will take up, but that doesn't change the fundamental structure. They will live with the constant housing insecurity, their lives dictated by their landlords. The city will become a place where the children of the rich live in homes their parents have helped them buy, and the children of everyone else would fight over basement apartments. This isn't a fantasy. It is the simple mathematical projection of the road we are on. We have to stop calling this a housing crisis. A crisis is temporary. This is not temporary. It's a permanent transformation of our society. We are actively engineering a city where the dreams of home ownership and the financial freedom it brings is only shrinking property owners. The data is undeniable. The human cost is devastating. And the future it's building is one of permanent, baked-in inequality. We are just looking at high home prices. We are witnessing the birth of two-tier society, a society of landlords and serfs. Home prices have come down in recent time, so this is your opportunity to get in the game and get in the club. Find a good partner. Get married to boost your income. Find a way to get into a starter home, else you are setting yourself up to be a renter for life. If you want to be a renter for life, it's okay as well. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you are thinking of buying or selling real estate in the GTA, please give me a call. My contact information is in the description below. And if you have found this information helpful, please like and subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.